M-Series defibrillators may be equipped with 12-lead ECG capabilities that provide simultaneous acquisition, storage, display, and ECG analysis using the GE Medical Systems 12SL program. Transmission to a fax machine or directly to GE Medical Systems Catalyst Muse is also available. Users should read the detailed instructions found in the M-Series 12-lead ECG monitoring operator's guide. The M-Series operator's guide also gives detailed instructions on entering patient data. To acquire a 12-lead ECG, the one-step patient cable should be inserted into the ECG cable connector in the rear of the M-Series. Care should be taken to properly prep the patient's skin. This may include clipping excessive hair and light abrasion of the skin to ensure proper electrode contact. High-quality silver-silver chloride electrodes should be attached to the ECG cable snaps and placed on well-prepped skin. When V-leads are not in use, users must plug the protective cap into the V-lead connector on the one-step patient cable. When V-leads are required, the V-lead connector should be pressed securely into the one-step patient cable. On manual M-Series defibrillators, turn the selector switch to monitor. On M-Series with AED, the switch should be turned to the on position. If pads or paddles are selected, select one of the leads. When the M-Series is equipped with 12-lead capabilities and the selector switch is turned to monitor, the physiological monitoring menu will be displayed with the following soft keys: parameter, wave 2, ID number, alarms, and 12-lead. To rapidly acquire a 12-lead, press and hold the recorder button for 3 seconds. A 4x3 12-lead report without interpretation will be printed. When the 12-lead soft key is pressed, the following screen will be displayed. Pressing the Acquire soft key begins the 12-lead acquisition process. The acquiring ECG message will be displayed, and the Acquire soft key changes to Halt. The 12-lead ECG interpretation and measurements will print if so configured. The Halt soft key can be pressed at any time to abort the 12-lead process. When the Halt soft key is pressed, the acquisition halted message is displayed. If one or more of the V-leads should become detached during the acquisition process, a V-lead lead-off message will be displayed on the screen. When 10 seconds of valid data have been acquired by the device, the message Acquisition Complete will be displayed, and the unit will proceed to the data transmission screen if so configured. Please consult the M-Series Operator's Guide for detailed instructions on phone number entry and data transmission. In the event that a 12-lead ECG record fails to transmit, the operator will be notified, and the M-Series will continue to retry the transmission until either the transmission is successful or the operator aborts the attempt. The Settings soft key allows the user to change the ECG filter, lead group settings, or the dial type for telephone transmission. Selecting the Filter Settings soft key allows the user to select among the following 3 settings for 12-lead monitoring: 0.05 to 150 Hz for monitoring 12 leads in a diagnostic bandwidth, 0.05 to 150 Hz for continuous printout, 0.05 to 40 Hz for monitoring 12 lead when excessive artifact is present. This setting may also be used to acquire a 12-lead ECG under difficult conditions. The M-Series with 12-lead option allows 3 ECG lead signals to be simultaneously printed on the multiple application printer when using a 12-lead cable with one of those 3 leads selected. Consult your operator's guide and M-Series configuration guide for more information on setting lead groups. Dial type allows the user to select between pulse and tone dialing when connected to a telephone. Press the Alarms soft key to display the Set Alarm screen and corresponding soft keys. This screen allows users to enable or disable alarms. Pressing the Patient Information soft key allows the user to enter pertinent patient data, such as the patient's name and ID number. Pressing the Age soft key allows the user to enter the patient's age. The Gender soft key is used to identify the patient as male or female. The Patient Record soft key allows for reviewing printing or transmission of a previously stored 12-lead recording. Pressing the Return soft key returns the operator to the previous screen. Your M-Series may be equipped with the Novametrics N-Tidal CO2 monitoring option, which continuously measures carbon dioxide and respiratory rate using a unique mainstream solid-state sensor called a capnostat. Please review the N-Tidal CO2 Operator's Guide insert for detailed instruction. Attach the capnostat CO2 sensor cable to the CO2 connector at the rear of the M-Series. Turn the selector switch to Monitor. Wait for the CO2 sensor to warm up. This will take approximately 60 seconds or less. The message CO2 sensor warm up will disappear when the capnostat is ready for use. The first time a particular capnostat sensor is connected to the M-Series, a 0 CO2 sensor message will be displayed after the sensor is warmed up. This is only required when a capnostat is plugged into an M-Series for the first time. The same capnostat may be unplugged and replugged into the same M-Series without re-zeroing. Place the sensor on the 0 cell, which is attached to the sensor cable. A zeroing CO2 sensor message will be displayed for about 15 seconds while the sensor is automatically zeroed. The sensor's zero calibration can be checked by placing the sensor on the reference cell. An EtCO2 value of 38 millimeters of mercury, plus or minus 2 millimeters of mercury, should be displayed. Attach the airway adapter to the capnostat. The first time a given adapter type is attached to the capnostat, it must be zeroed. To zero the adapter, press the Parameter soft key. Select the EtCO2 menu item, then press Enter. Press the 0 soft key. Select Start using the 0 soft key, then press Enter. Zeroing CO2 adapter will be displayed for about 15 seconds. An airway adapter 0 will be required after switching between different airway adapter types, but is not required when switching between the same type of adapters. Multiple color-coded disposable and reusable adapters are available. Consult the Operator's Guide for assistance in selecting the proper adapter, adapter setup, location in the breathing circuit, and how to clean reusable adapters. The M-Series with the N-Tidal monitoring option monitors both CO2 and respiration rate. The results are displayed in the CO2 field located on the M-Series display. The maximum concentration of CO2 detected during each breath is displayed, along with the number of breaths per minute labeled RR. With the M-Series in the monitor mode, the main monitoring menu is displayed with the following soft keys: Parameter, Wave 2, ID number, and Alarms. When the Parameter soft key is pressed, the Select, Enter, and Return soft keys will be displayed. Pressing the Select soft key will scroll through the different available physiological monitoring functions. Pressing the Enter key allows the user to select a parameter that is highlighted. The Return soft key allows the user to return to the physiological monitoring menu. Selecting the EtCO2 parameter causes the following soft keys to appear: 0, Average, Compensation, Scale, and Return. The 0 soft key allows the user to begin the process of zeroing the adapter. The Average soft key provides 3 different time periods over which the highest EtCO2 values are averaged: 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or 1 breath. The Compensation soft key provides compensation for elevated levels of oxygen, 60% or greater, and for the presence of nitrous oxide, or both. The Scale soft key allows the user to select the scaling on the display of the capnographic waveform. The Return soft key allows the user to return to previous screens. The M-Series is capable of displaying a capnographic waveform on the screen and also provides printing capabilities. To display a second waveform, press the Wave 2 soft key. Pressing the Wave 2 soft key will toggle the display between ETCO2 and SPO2. Pressing the ID number soft key allows the user to enter the patient's identification number. If your M-Series is equipped with non-invasive blood pressure, you have the ability to measure arterial blood pressure in resting patients. Please consult the NIBP insert in the M-Series Operator's Guide for a complete list of operating instructions and cautions. To take a non-invasive blood pressure, connect the hose to the front of the M-Series. Place the cuff on the patient's arm. Consult the NIBP insert in the M-Series Operator's Guide for a complete list of cautions and advice on proper cuff selection and placement. From the main monitoring menu, press the Parameter soft key to access the Physiologic Monitoring Parameter menu. Press the Enter soft key, and the M-Series will display the following: NIBP Stat, NIBP Auto, Cuff Inflation, Auto Interval, and Return. NIBP Stat allows users to take up to 10 readings within 5 minutes. NIBP Auto allows users to take automatic measurements at preset increments. These increments can be set between 120 minutes and 2.5 minutes. The settings can be easily changed by pressing the Auto Interval soft key and pressing the Increase or Decrease soft keys to adjust the settings. Before taking a measurement, check that the initial cuff inflation pressure is appropriate for the patient. The default cuff inflation pressure is 160 millimeters of mercury. To adjust the inflation pressure, press the Cuff Inflation soft key, and then press the Increase or Decrease keys. If the auto feature is set to off, the selected cuff inflation pressure is used for all measurements. If the auto feature is set to on, the selected cuff inflation pressure is used for only the first measurement. After the first measurement, the cuff inflation pressure automatically adjusts to 30 millimeters mercury greater than the systolic value of the previous measurement. To take a single measurement, press the NIBP button. The cuff inflation bar reflects the status of the cuff inflation pressure. This cycle takes approximately 30 seconds. The M-Series will not start a new measurement unless 30 seconds have elapsed since the end of the previous completed measurement cycle. To take stat measurements, press the NIBP button and hold it for 2 seconds. Or press the NIBP Stat soft key. You can abort the NIBP Stat process by pressing the NIBP button, or by pressing the NIBP Stat soft key for a second time. To take automatic measurements, first select the appropriate interval, then press the NIBP Auto soft key. To stop the process, press the NIBP button. If a systolic pressure cannot be detected, the M-Series immediately increases the cuff inflation pressure and completes the measurement.